All right. Hey, everybody. This is Fighter Chaos, and the person you're playing is somebody who hasn't been able to play a long form game in a while, and that's Double RPG. Say hi.
Yay.
Hi, and long form game or not, this is probably going to be a 4 or 5 part a playthrough series on this particular game, because the next game after that is going to be a big project, but it's probably going to be like a 15 or 16 part series of that. So, be prepared.
Uh-huh.
That's all I can say. Because we are going to be playing a sequel of a game that I already played on this channel a long time ago, and that is Suikoden 2 on the on the PlayStation, which I still have through my PS3 via PSN. But yeah,
Nice.
All right. Okay. And the other voice you can hear is Visible Ninja or Master. What do you want? What do you want? Any of them?
Call me
Do they work?
Master Blue Eyes. So yeah.
Master Blue of Eyes.
Yes.
so anyway,
That is my moniker on Twitter.
how this is going to run for this live stream series is that we're going to be playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma, or I am. I was contemplating on whether or not to play Ninja Gaiden Black or Ninja Gaiden Sigma, but with Ninja Gaiden Sigma making a comeback through the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, and since I have it on the PlayStation 5, since you can see it all with 4K textures and all that for this live stream, I figured we might as well play this version. So yeah, and also it's going to be just a straightforward playthrough of the entire game. I'm not going to be going into ninja trials or anything like that, or the ninja missions or the mission trials, whatever they're called. But if you want me to try those at a particular point during this live stream series, then I will do that. But for the time being, they're not going to be in this live stream. But I will be playing with different weapons on every playthrough. Well, if it's going to be a 4 or 5 part series, then I'll try to switch between weapons as much as I can. But I'll try to at least show them off, in all their glory once every episode as we go through this. But anyway, let's not waste any time and let's get started, shall we?
All right.
Yeah.
Good old ninja slashing
Right there,
action.
Kyle. All right.
Yes, I got a front view because I'm playing this on my console.
And that's the only way to play it, since the PC port's hot garbage.
At this moment in time,
Koei
yes.
has a long running tradition of sucking at PC ports.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, why, but yeah.
The evil
Tecmo Koei still can't do it. I don't get it.
So,
Especially
yeah.
since before Itagaki left, he was all about gung ho about Microsoft and all that.
Mhm.
He was like, Microsoft, man, PC, man. Also Team Ninja after Itagaki leaves. What's PC? We don't get any of that.
Since the dawn of
Exactly.
history.
Well,
Yeah, it's sad to think that's the case. How
Under
Koei
God.
Tecmo is basically shooting themselves in the foot whenever it comes to releasing their catalog of games on PC.
It is said that if the blade seal were to
Am I coming through just fine on the microphone from the stream? If any of you are listening to
Yeah,
this,
is he blowing out? Is this audio like overpowering us?
However,
Because on my end, it sounds loud, but not as loud as before before we streamed. It could be better on the stream. Just want to make sure he isn't blowing us out.
yeah,
Blowing, like that he's peaking. He shouldn't be peaking.
yeah, I don't want
None of us should.
no.
So if I'm peaking or Metal's peaking, we would like to know that as well.
Yeah. Okay, he says everything sounds good. Star Child, thanks, Star Child.
Okay, thanks, Starsha.
Star Child.
So here we are with this intro video, which they brought back from Ninja Gaiden Vanilla and Ninja Gaiden Black, which they did not include in the PS3 version of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, where we are getting a history of the Dark Dragon Blade and the Dragon Sword, and you heard Richard Doyle doing the narration for as the narrator of this game. So that's pretty cool. So yes, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Now, throughout most of this Let's Play, whenever there's really intense heat of the moment type of instances where things get pretty hectic, then you're probably going to be not listening to me quite a lot, which is probably going to be mostly the case with this entire series.
That's
So
fine. That's why me and Metal are here.
Yes. And just so you know, I'm not playing on hero mode or hard. I'm going to be playing on normal. Hero mode, for those who are not really big
good.
into...
You're not a ninja dog, then.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna get scrutinized by Ione, because that is just embarrassing.
That's why my dad beat it on normal. Like, he was playing and Ion and I told Dad, she's making fun of. My dad was like, "What? I'm not taking that crap." and he actually beat Ninja Gaiden like on normal, just.
Yeah, me too.
And
People
then
say
he
it's
beat 2 and 3 as well, and I'm like, and I still haven't done that. My dad became a much better Ninja Gaiden player than I am. just out of spite. Star Child said for the longest time he only had Dark Sword of Chaos for Ninja Gaiden games.
Yeah.
Remember Dark Sword of Chaos?
Yes, I have that on the NES. And people say they're more they fan more over the Dark Souls games or the Souls games in general. I'm like, dude, hold my beer, because this was Dark Souls before Dark Souls, even though it's not as widespread as say Dark Souls is in this day and age, in terms of its reputation. But I still say this is definitely my Souls types of game.
But this one's actually balanced.
Yes. It is very balanced.
Star Child said he's in the middle of Razor's Edge, which is the better version of Part 3.
Yes, it is.
Razor's Edge is actually decent. People I know dunk on 3, but I liked Razor's Edge a lot, though.
Yeah, Razor's Edge is pretty good, although the boss, if you're playing on normal, the bosses can be a bit cheap. I feel, if anything, I compare that game to Ninja Gaiden Black with how much more cheap that the bosses are, even though it's more balanced that way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got you there.
But do you now?
Do I?
I don't know, I'm just messing with you. Anyway, these little tutorials where Ione throws the shuriken with her iris, or the kunai with her iris, that comes with a little note. You don't hear the commentary from her in the Master Collection of this game, because you remember that Ninja Gaiden Sigma was originally a PS3 exclusive.
Yeah, it was. And then it got on Vita too, but yeah.
Yeah. Which I've not played the Vita port of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma games, 1 or 2.
I played 1. It was alright.
I heard those games. I heard those games had like back screen support in some way.
Star Child said he didn't have any problem with Razor's Edge on his end.
Oh yeah, I mean Razor's Edge. I definitely felt it was the much better presented game, because that one bit in the first mission where you just straight up gut a dude who did not want to die. I was like, that's not really Hayabusa at all. In vanilla Ninja Gaiden 3. That just definitely seemed like it was out of character.
Star Child said they gave it away as a free game for Xbox back in the day. That's how he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Metal, I got a question for all of us here. What was your first Ninja Gaiden? What was the one that actually got you into playing it?
Me?
Was it the NES? For me, it was the NES one.
From Gitsu, I was in a Shinobi family, so we didn't play that much. We only played the choicest. Okay, yeah, I did play Shinobi a lot as a kid, but for me, it was actually it was actually Ninja Gaiden Black on the Xbox.
Mm.
So.
Oh, Black.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I never had Black. Funny enough, I had the OG.
I was gonna
Xbox
say,
one.
yeah. Despite having an NES, I'd never played any of the Ninja Gaidens, because, like I said, we also had a Sega Master System, and like I said, I played the shit out of Shinobi on that. So, I never played the Ninja Gaidens until much later, when they were the bonuses in Black.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I played like the original Ninja Gaidens. I was like, holy shit, how does anybody play these? Obviously, over the years, I've gotten better at playing them, but They are notoriously difficult, especially 3. So yeah.
Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah, Black.
Ninja Gaiden 3 on the NES. It was the most difficult because you had limited continues.
Yeah, unlike 1 and 2, where you had like infinite.
Exactly.
I
felt that was that game's only Achilles heel was that it had limited continues.
Limited continues, yeah.
Okay,
bullshit.
Lives of 1,000 Gods. Basically, the item there is what increases your health. Now you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the standard heart container. You know, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Now there are items called Life of the Gods, but basically those are like small heart containers to equal out a full one, and you have to collect 9 of those in order to increase your health.
Yeah, good old heart pieces, but worse.
Okay, flying swallow technique. Basically, it's where you jump in the air.
Yeah.
And you do like a jumping dash slash in the air. But anyway, what did Star Child say?
Oh, especially that if you have the 360 Ninja Gaiden game, it's actually and the OG Xbox one as well. It's actually backwards compatible on the one. So yeah, if you have those original games, you don't even technically don't need to get the remastered. I guess.
Well, I did because you know how much of a fan I am when it comes to this IP.
I'm planning on getting this.
You see that I'm absorbing the yellow and blue essence, so that way I can do the what they call the obliteration technique. Or I mean the ultimate technique. If you get the aura around Ryu to be surrounded in like yellow and red, then that's when he can do the ultimate technique without any problem. But if you get it on blue, then enemies just get their heads chopped off. And this was quite the role reversal when compared to the more tame Dead or Alive, the more tame image of Dead or Alive series, which you know the modern Ninja Gaiden series is based on. Even though you know that series is still rated M, but you don't hardly see a lot of blood in that series.
No, you don't, it's not Mortal Kombat. You don't see decapitations.
Yeah. But you do see decapitations in this franchise.
Yeah, when I see those bats, I always throw a shuriken at them.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to. I mean, you have infinite shuriken.
No, you get like you usually get like blue orbs and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, they're good for like filling your health. You know, with this current getup for Ryu Hayabusa, I'm pretty sure that Gaijin Gooba would say that Ryu Hayabusa with this getup would actually be the perfect ninja, but when he wears his traditional outfit that makes him look like a ninja superhero, that's where he draws the line. He's like, real ninjas are supposed to wear blue, not all black, and not all in spandex or rubber, you know?
Spandex.
It's almost like he's a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider.
So Naruto lied to me. Damn it.
Oh boy.
What has that IP
Why'd
not
you
done?
lie to me?
What has that IP not done that was truthful? You know? Those statues with the dragon's mouth, that's how you can save your game. Oh, by the way, the yellow souls that they call that they have in this game, they're known as karma. So
Karma.
Yeah, which that doesn't make any sense because karma is more like an adjective than a noun. Oh,
Well,
wait.
yeah, it's supposed to be like abstract.
Yeah, exactly.
You can collect karma. Wait, how? You can collect karma. Okay, whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I'd say this. I mean, what Ryu Hayabusa is wearing right now, I'd say it's, this is what he should have worn throughout the entire game because he actually looks pretty legit, like actual ninja.
In the NES ones, he does. He wears that,
Yeah, this is like a modern interpretation of his original NES design, of his outfit.
NES ones, he was straight up like that, like a regular ninja. Like.
Exactly.
Speaking of Shinobi, we gotta talk about that because Yuzo Koshiro did Shinobi Revenge of Shinobi or Shinobi?
Yes, it was Revenge of Shinobi that he did.
You could tell because all of a sudden when you play that song, when you play that Shinobi, instead of hearing like music, you're hearing do 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 do. Like, wait a minute, why is it so funky? Oh, it's Yuzo.
Yep. Any Sega game, he always gotta add his, nightclub type of shtick. Ooh.
Him and Naganuma. Hideki Funky Uncle Naganuma.
Bomb Rush.
Back at it with what's it called?
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Metal, I'm guessing you pre-ordered that already. Right? I mean, you wanted a Jet Set Radio. Hey, LPH, how's it going?
Hey, LPH!
Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Ah, no weirdos, but I mean, I know you want it because you've been
It'd be
asking
nice.
for a new Jet Set Forever.
Well, either a new one or like a port of Future would be nice, but we're getting Bomb Rush Cyberpunk next year, so that might be enough to fill the gap.
There's that famous.
I think, yeah.
The famous nunchuck
sound effects too. Old school Bruce Lee movies and stuff. Kung Fu movies. I love that they do that. I remember when I first played this game and I heard that, I was like, what? That's so cool!
Okay, Mirai is a pretty tough boss to go up against because he's very prone to, dodge your... Well, I wouldn't say dodge, but just rather block your attacks. So the only way to get him is just to, do a run up the wall and then do a downward slash.
Yep.
That's the only way you can do it. Yeah. I learned that from I learned that from Corey Rouse from Cheat.
Wow, way back.
Uh-huh.
said, I think his clothing changes have to do with what time the games take place in, which, if I remember right, despite these looking more modern, these are before the NES games?
Yes. Which I'm really surprised that there's a continuity throughout the entire Ninja Gaiden series in general, because there was no way to know how, if Ninja Gaiden would actually fit itself with the Dead or Alive series.
Yeah, that I still don't know.
Okay, got
Some
my
people
right.
say it's a different universe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Starshell says they have a crazy taxi clone on the PS4 store.
I think I know what you're talking about. That crazy taxi clone.
The dragon sword. So
Oh,
father is
Ayane.
still in the sacred
Oh, she looks good remastered, huh?
Yeah, she does.
They carefully remastered certain parts about her, let's just say.
Yeah. Now, the one sad thing about Ninja Gaiden Sigma through the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection is that there's no 6-axis support, so if
I
you're...
was wondering what's going on today, unlike yesterday. Yesterday, we had a pretty good Hero Club stream, but right now I'm like, what's going on with the views? And I just looked. Right now, there's a Dragon Ball Fighters World Championship going on. The official Dragon Ball
It
Fighter.
is a shame that such a sword must
Yep.
go untouched, such power unused.
The straight up
I am not
World
of the Dragon
Championships
lineage.
for Dragon Ball
The
Fighters.
sword is not of my concern.
I see.
And it's got 7.7 thousand people watching right now. and it's probably gonna grow since it's just in the opening ceremonies.
Master Murai, the Hayabusa village. Master Ryu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Doom, how's it going?
Hey, Lord Doom.
Going fine for us.
What up?
Just
Caught us at a
realized
pretty
that
good
the
time
Dragon
with
Ball-
playing a great game.
Oh, so none of us are peeking, right? I just keep. But yeah.
I got Master Ninja rank in that level.
Hey, nice.
I think that's the highest rank you can get in the level is Master Ninja. Because I think one of the achievements
good
in
for
this
you.
game is if you can get through every chapter with Master Ninja rank.
Star Shell said, yeah, in terms of this game, the Ninja Gaiden continuity, there's a few games between this and the NES.
Mm-hmm. This,
I think
Dragon Sword, 2, 3, and Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, but we never talk about that game. That game's a piece of crap.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That game. Call it that.
But you want to know who still defends that game?
The guy made it.
Inafune,
or
yep.
Somebody.
Inafune, yeah.
Yeah, figured.
The
Inafune.
guy who cries like an anime fan on prom night, am I right?
I mean, who doesn't sometimes? I mean, I know I cry like an anime fan on prom night.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah. If it's a specific reason, but yeah. Alright, got the bats. Bat bastard, or bat rastards.
Yes, they give you blue orbs, so you don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. Where you don't always have to use the, where you don't have to use your melee weapon all the time on them. Okay, I got the Art of the Fire Wheel. First of Ninpo magic in the game. And Ninpo is pretty strong.
Oh yeah. It's like in Shinobi it is. Like in Shinobi,
Yeah, it's like a screen clearer,
Mm-hmm.
yep. This is
essentially.
why like in Shinobi it's only like once per level or something like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
only get like one per level, but you can progressively power it up if you don't use it, and you get like a points bonus if you don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Got
It's like
new,
one of those kind of things.
got new enemies in this level. Ironclad Samurai. First we just saw traditional brown and white ninjas, now we're seeing samurai in this level. But we'll see other new enemies that pop up in this level in a short bit.
Look at her mud.
Just like samurai.
What do you think of how this master looks?
I think it looks great.
Considering that this was originally an OG Xbox game.
Mm-hmm.
Although even on the OG Xbox it was pretty darn good. So I guess like somehow they made such a good looking game that even generations later it still stands up.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
This was right when like 3D graphics were just starting to get like looking nice, actually
Mhm.
have good textures.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You know, PS1 and they were 3D, but you couldn't say they had textures.
I mean, Vanilla Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden
Yeah.
Black, it's hard to ascertain whether or not if that was supposed to be like an early HD game, you know? Like an early next-gen game of some sort. Because just the visuals of that game just look phenomenal. Oh, hey, come on, get in there. I see it.
LP Wardrobe said goodbye. That's fine. Yes, Star Shelf said, yeah, we're talking about the games in between. Dragon Sword, Sigma, and Razor's Edge, and X. Sigma 2, Razor's Edge, and X.
Yeah.
Dragon Sword, was that the DS game?
Yes. And a damn good DS game at that. One of the games that we're using the stylus throughout the whole game actually does not suck.
Yeah, and the whole thing was played in portrait mode too.
Yes. Which actually made it
It
even
was
more
different.
intuitive.
Yeah, that was definitely one thing about it I
The only
liked.
other game I could remember doing that was that Hotel Dusk, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Hotel Dusk did that too. Yeah, portrait mode. Mind you, that was like a visual novel.
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing,
why
but,
they wanted you to feel like you're reading a book.
Yeah.
But still, even after this long, I will say this game holds up quite well. Even after Itakaki's departure.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Surprisingly. Let's just say I am legitimately surprised.
So anyway, that's a new enemy right there, the ninja mages. The ones who shoot out magic. Or if it was Naruto's case, they'd be shooting out chakra from the palm of their hands.
Because Naruto just wants to be DBZ now.
Sadly.
And at first I was like, nah, but then I saw how Boruto killed that one boss in the movie, and I was like, he literally just shot a spirit bomb at it. Like, come on.
Anyway, that red essence that you saw, or that, the red essence that Hayabusa got, that's what restores your Ninpo magic gauge.
Yeah.
Now, here's one of the Life of the Gods items, and like I said, you gotta collect 9 of these in order to increase your health, because unlike Lives of the Thousand Gods, the Life of the Gods, they treat themselves as heart containers, whereas Life of the Thousand Gods is like a full heart container, if you were to go by Legend of Zelda standards.
Which we do, because that's how we'll understand it.
Mm-hmm.
A dark samurai.
Now, funny enough, this little cutscene right here where Ryu is helping Ayane, that wasn't in Vanilla Ninja Gaiden.
Do not attempt.
Nor was that beginning part where Ryu jumps from the trees and slashes that ninja on the ground. That wasn't in Vanilla Ninja Gaiden. You only saw those in Ninja Gaiden Black for the first time.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star shows that back in the day, his friend beat the NES games and recorded the cutscenes on VHS into them. Basically made a movie out of it.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty cool.
I would love to get a VCR working, because I have tapes of me playing, like, speaking of Ninja Gaiden, I was playing DOA on the original Xbox and, like, recorded that on some tapes.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember this old man. Powered up stuff.
Yes. Say hello to Muramasa. Wait a minute, wasn't there something I can... Oh yes, I can buy the wooden sword. I forgot about that. The wooden sword, that's one of those items that... and Art of Inferno too, let me get that as well. Art of Inferno, another Ninpo magic, but the wooden sword, that's the only weapon that you can upgrade to 7 different levels. Once you get to level 7, it literally becomes the strongest weapon in the game.
Ah, one of those things.
Yeah.
Humble beginning, and then all of a sudden, like, oh snap, it's actually really good.
Yes. Oh yes, and since I got the bow, I might as well equip that in my projectile weapon, so I guess I'll put Art of Inferno for the time being. Oops. Yeah, it's one of those joke weapons, but it turns out it actually is pretty good after you upgrade it to its max potential.
Kind of like a magic carp in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
It
it.
is, yeah, actually, if you think about it.
Its full potential is that of Gyarados.
Like the carp who jumped over the waterfall.
Nishikiyama.
Which is what that whole thing is based on, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nishiki blew himself up. Save you! Kitty you!
It was you, Kiryu. Because
I
no
mean,
matter what happens, just remember, people, Kiryu never killed anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
except when he
That's
did.
yeah. Except when he literally busted Cap's people virtual Cap style.
Yeah. Now here are
That's the
my
funny
least
thing.
here are my least favorite enemies in this level. Samurai riding horses.
Oh, just like what was the other one we were talking about the other? Oh yeah, Naruto. Naruto never had any friends except when he did.
Yeah. He never had any friends. Every single flashback. Hey Shikamaru, how's it going, best buddy?
Except
hey,
Shikamaru and Choji, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, when they
Right.
escaped class together. Oh!
Like, I
Bastard!
never had any friends except for them. Except I did.
There. Got you off your horse, you piece of crap. This is why I don't like the samurai riding the horses, because they don't stop, and if you get hit by the horses, then they do damage to you. But you know, just continue to use bows and arrows to try to strike them down. And the thing about this area here is that there's a dead shinobi's body that is loaded with infinite amount of arrows. So if you're running low on arrows, you can restock. Just like that. Just a little FYI.
Yeah, I remember doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty tedious.
I remember, yeah, the dead ninja body. So as a kid, when I first played the original Xbox one, I was like, I don't get it. I have limited arrows. What am I supposed to do? Then I noticed that the dead ninja's body has infinite arrows. Yeah.
There, got you off your horse, big bat. Oh, missed.
Star Child reminding us of Rumble Roses.
Oh yes, the Konami game.
Well, think about it, right? DOA and Ninja Gaiden, right?
Uh-huh.
Both have DOA and Rumble Roses, and both games with like scantily clad girls beating each other up.
Mm-hmm.
And then both have other games that are more serious in Ninja Gaiden and Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Because if you don't remember, in Metal Gear Solid 4, I think it was 4, for Metal Gear Online, you could actually unlock one of the girls as a outfit for your character or as an actual playable character in Metal Gear Online.
Was it
Rumble Roses?
Was it the main one or was it the cowgirl one?
The main Japanese, I forgot her name. Was it
It's like
Asuka?
Reiko, I think.
Yeah. Star Child said it was free on Xbox Live last month. Rumble Roses. And people outside have to give a copyright strike.
Yeah, they do, unfortunately. Boss of this level. Samurai Warlord. Riding on Hell Horse, or Pole Horse.
Look at this Nobunaga looking something. Look at this Dynasty Warriors looking. Oh, right, same company. Right?
Yeah.
This Dynasty Warriors looking cool. Oh, right. That's just synergy right there.
Now, the only way you're gonna beat this boss is take out all the ninja mages first.
Ninja mages.
Or the warlocks with, I would call them ninja mages because they have size for weapons.
It works. Or it does. Ping pong. That's noises of swords, not in any way underrated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, get off me! Rat bastard. There. I'll do an ultimate technique on you. That's what you get for hurting me. I went back on my creed to make sure that I actually kill all the ninja mages first before the warlord.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And I would continue using arrows against the warlord because the arrows can do a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Anything? Oh, by the way, have you guys? Since we talked about Friday, but you know, you and Metal aren't there Friday. Have you guys seen the following news, which is about Ninja Turtles and KOF 15?
No. Or if you're talking about the Gamescom with April O'Neil as a playable character, I think that was actually pretty awesome that they revealed her as a playable character in that game.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Not everybody was happy, were they?
No, because they want to get mad at something that ain't even proven. They just, oh no, references. Oh no, you're tracing. I talked about it Friday. I was like, you do know the difference between like a reference and a one-to-one trace, right? Like, yeah, I use pose references. I even have the pose like I'm gonna trace. But I don't. I just draw like a mannequin around the body and like, oh, there you go. There's my pose. People do this. Even Jay Axer, a guy who's a professional, you know, he works for Udon Comics and he does the Hearthstone illustrations. You know that guy? Even he said that's legitimate. Like if you draw by doing that, even is still legitimate. You're still not tracing because you're just drawing the outline of the pose. Though Doom said they traced Dante, a Shoryuken, and Devil May Cry. Kappa.
Right, because Ruben Langdon plays both him and Ken Masters.
Right?
Yeah. So it makes sense.
I'm glad you don't get fire damage.
Well, I mean, there are certain spots that actually can shoot out fire, but yeah, I mean, if the walls they gave me fire damage, that would not been a pretty picture for me.
Well, yeah, it's dead already.
Yeah. Now, this one's not in Vanilla Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden Black either, this part where you actually can fight the enemies in the building that's on fire. That was only exclusive in Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Yeah, because I remember playing OG and not doing this. Right, I remember that, but I did. Look at this blue orb. Yeah, to kill him.
Yeah. And it's a good idea to keep using that ultimate technique on your enemies too, so that way you can get more karma. That's the only way you can get more karma over anything.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
And that will help you upgrade your sword from loser wooden sword to Chad mega sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be enough to upgrade your items more quickly. But there is a spot where I am going to be using that quite a lot, but it's going to be near the end of the game where I'm going to max out all my weaponry and that stuff and get all items before the final battle. Now, this was also something exclusive to Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Fighting this guy, even though you lose, even Ryu loses in the cutscene when it was all CG rendered, but you actually do get to fight him a little bit in this game in the beginning.
It kind of reminds me of the final boss in DOA 3.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit. You know, because flaming purple and samurai armor.
Right. Who was supposed to be Ayane's father, I take it?
Yeah. Well, her, the one who raised her anyway.
I actually have seen people beat this boss before. But the thing is that the game just spites you, even if you try to you know, beat it flawlessly. Because even if you do beat him okay, you still get this cutscene. So it's like, hey, you beat this guy, but the developers say, well, screw you, because what's in it for you? You're supposed to get beaten by him anyways.
That reminds me of it. Like I didn't know you were supposed to lose in WWE Day of Reckoning, and I sprained my wrist trying to beat Ric Flair or Big Show. I forget who it was. And I sprained my wrist only to get the cutscene anyway showing you lose. And I was like, wait a minute. What? I didn't know. I just tried my hardest to win. I didn't know you were supposed to lose. So I'm over here, I sprayed my wrist going, I'm not losing. And I got to 1, 2, 3. And then the cutscene shows I'm getting beat up and it says, oh yeah, you lost the match. I'm like, wait, what? I was supposed to lose that this whole time? Oh, jeez. Sprained my wrist.
You gotta say it like Sally Field from Mrs. Doubtfire. The whole time, the whole time, the whole time!
Yeah. Well.
Anyways. But yeah, it's just... I mean, it treats it like, you know, actual wrestling business, how they're supposed to be those who have to accept defeat in order to make the business stand out, you know, because of storyline reasons and all. You know, which when you live stream that WWF SmackDown game back in the day, or WWE SmackDown game back in the day on PS2, where you were actually going up against those two guys, but you didn't know you were actually supposed to lose that match, and you kept retrying. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I remember streaming it. I remember.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, that game. The one you were streaming. When it was like around, it was like around near the hour mark. You were going up against two wrestlers, but they manhandled you basically.
Yeah. Lord Doom says reminds me of Sweet Code in 3. There's a specific character you're supposed to lose against, but since I grind so much, I never knew you could lose those fights. Remember that Sweet Code in 3?
Oh yes, I know exactly which character you're talking about, Starchild.
No, Lord Doom.
Or Lord Doom. Sorry. But yeah, I do know what you're talking about, Lord Doom. And hey, I'm a big Suikoden 3 fan myself. I know a lot of people in the Suikoden fandom don't like Suikoden 3, but I'm one of those people that actually do like it. I mean, what other game series actually has a clan of anthropomorphic ducks? Am I right?
That's the main thing I remember. That's the main thing I remember, Suikoden 3, the ducks. I don't even remember anything else.
Goddamn ducks.
Yep, the Duck Clan, as they're called.
Well, a very original name. Would have at least called them the Mallard family, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. And one of the main characters...
Starshell says he remembers those fights. Now, that one's actually Starshell.
One of the main characters in that, but you know, not the primary three protagonists, but one of the main characters that supports one of the three protagonists was actually a duck who goes by the name Sergeant Joe Lombardi, and a lot of people would think to themselves, is he related to Falco?
Might be. Starshell says he liked all the Suikoden, even for 4.
I didn't like 4.
A lot of people do, that's why I think even 4.
And people say Suikoden 3 is the worst. I'm like, hold my beer. Take a look at Suikoden 4. But Suikoden 5, I was really surprised by. That one felt like a true return to form with what made Suikoden 2 great.
Lord, dang it! Thanks, Kyle. Now you got me to my dyslexia. Ah!
Whoever you are.
Lord Doom said there was also a lizard clan.
Yes. Yep, there was.
I remember this level very much.
The blimp, right before Tyron.
Yeah. But so many rooms have so much secrets and like extra stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's good to like check out everything you can.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Ryu with this outfit. Doesn't he look like a superhero? You know, wasn't that the type of archetype they were going for with his character? Because, you know, he does wear spandex.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, spandex. It's very important ninja fiber. It's spandex.
Action time running.
So yeah, we got introduced to a new enemy, basically the military grunts of Tyron. Or the Vigor Empire.
This is what made me so confused. Who are the Vigor Empire and what's Tyron? And how come I never heard of them in DOA? DOA still uses regular countries. Like,
Yeah, which I honestly found to be very weird too, because when you play this game, the Vigor Empire is a fictional country or a fictional place, whereas in the sequels, the location they use are real ones instead.
Yeah, that's why I got so confused. Especially since, like you said, the sequels even dropped that fiction Empire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Doom said, Uber. I think that was his name. I don't know if that's pronounced
yeah,
that right.
Uber, who was a very prominent antagonist in Suikoden 1, 2, and 3. Even though he had more of a prominent role in 3, but he was like a behind-the-scenes type of villain.
He said, the super mystery character aside from the other mystery character. Starchild said, 4 wasn't a bad game, but it was drastically different. And yeah.
Well, it's just the thing with I mean I don't disrespect your opinion or anything, Starchild, but it's just Suikoden 4 in my eyes. It's just I didn't like how the camera was, and the character names, they just felt way too generic, because with every Suikoden game they actually had some creativeness to their names, and it just felt kind of watered down in my opinion. Now I know it's because the main creator, the guy who's working on Eiyuden Chronicle, left Konami right before Suikoden 3 released, but it's like I felt like the team should have taken more time to actually
I thought 4 was liked and 3 was the one people hated.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, fans anyway. I guess you could say the more dedicated fan base to the Suikoden franchise, they prefer 4 over 3, but I'm the complete opposite. I'd say 3 was actually far more superior. It just felt, I mean, sure, there were some things that was different, like the whole, you can't travel on the world map on foot like you could in the other games, as is everything is a line path between different locations within that game, but I just felt it was like an upgrade when it came to the battle system, at least, because it felt more like it was trying to be like the Grandia series, but where you have like 2 characters in a row who are helping each other. Now, of course, we played Grandia 2 a little bit on the Dreamcast through our channel, but yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah, we never beat it. Lord Doom said there's like 3 mystery characters in Suikoden lore. And Starshell says the only thing I didn't like about 4 was you didn't get a castle.
Yeah, you didn't get a castle. Instead, you got yourself a pirate ship as your castle, which I found to be extremely weird, because normally when you have a castle, that's supposed to be your stronghold, not something that can travel around. Now, I can understand the whole motive behind having a pirate ship as a castle, because the island nations in Suikoden 4, they take place in large bodies of water, essentially. So
are they all hundreds of years apart, or like not even?
Suikoden 1, the time difference between Suikoden 1 and 2 is 3 years. Between 2 and 3 is 15 years. Suikoden 4 is a prequel, which takes place 150 years before the first game, and Suikoden 5 is another prequel, which takes place just 6 years before the first game. So yeah, the timeline is kind of bonkers.
Lord Doom said he actually likes 3 as well, since it was the first one he played, so it'll always be special to him. You know what? Funny enough, me too. 3 was the first one I played.
I remember the one thing that
Starshell said I liked the castle in 2 and 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, in 2 and 5 they're both really great. I will say, Suikoden 3, I think probably had like the best opening movie, because it was all just anime and not just CG rendered like 4 and 5 was. I remember 1 and 2, they had still images like to portray like their whole story. I mean, like the opening movie, but Suikoden 3, it was all just traditional Japanese animation.
Good old Japan animation.
Yes, that's why it looks so awesome.
As the kids say.
Because they're so hip. All the cool kids in school have to call it Japanimation, not Japanese anime.
Well, in the 90s, that's what everybody called it.
Right.
Remember, Central Park Media releases all the commercials were saying Japanimation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember Otacon and Metal Gear Solid 1 called Japanese anime Japanimation as well.
Yeah, man, just like my police knots.
Yes. This is like one of my Japanese
Made by Hideo
animes.
Kojima.
Man, you know, if I still had my, I might just do that. I might stream MGS 1 and 2 at some point.
You do what you gotta
The
do.
reason I'm
Man.
bringing that up is because A, it's been a while, and B, I used to be really good at those games.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword used to, but I mean, hey, still.
Now I need to go back to the shop because there's one scroll I forgot to pick up. And that is Ryu Hayabusa's signature move, the Izuna drop.
Yes, since I saw you setting it up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you going for like, man, but you don't know the Izuna drop yet.
Yeah.
Star Shelf says I still call it Japanese animation. Yeah.
Okay, so since I spent for the technique scroll on the Izuna drop, I cannot upgrade the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang just yet. But that's okay. We got a bit more enemies to fight, and then I'll be able to upgrade it before we get on with our first 60 enemy battle royale coming up. And I'll be explaining that
Laugh.
once we get to it.
Grow. I used to be so good at Metal Gear, man. I don't know what happened. Probably just not playing it for so long. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you get good at a game, but it's just like you don't have the quick reflexes like you do when you were younger to be good at it.
That's so true.
I know that.
But also, like, man, because like 12-year-old me, European extreme, no problem. And what's funny was like I wasn't even like that kind of a gamer, and yet, but Metal Gear, I was like, no, I'll try it. And then like, yeah. Growing up, I was never that kind of like, I gotta challenge myself. Like I didn't really care, but Metal Gear I did for some reason. Yeah, he's doing a drop. Explode their heads.
Except they don't explode heads in this game like they do in Ninja Gaiden 2 or Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, but yeah, they're there. But yeah, it's like using that Izuna drop, that's like your best friend in this game, because that's the only way you can deal with enemies that are proportionate to your size. And
I love doing Izuna drop.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at those blood textures on the wall there. There's not even a wall anymore. they're just splattered in mid-air. I know Itagaki was very critical of that because they were not, proportionate to everything, but just look at those blood splatters.
Yep. I see that in the middle of the area somehow. Starshouse says something that's true. He said, as you get older, it's harder to go back and readjust to some of those older games.
Mm-hmm.
Like controller setups. Yep.
Yep.
I'm feeling it already, man. I'm like, wow.
He fell. That scrub fell down to his death. There we go. This would be gut-wrenching right now if anybody tried to do this.
Especially with a big old sword in your hand as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't put it back in his sheath. He's like, no, I'm alright. Now he does. After he lands, he put it back. supposed to be like cops.
One thing I did an Izuna drop while I was in midair with that enemy before when I was playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and I actually died.
Oh yeah, I was afraid that was gonna happen. I was like, wait, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can die if you end up doing that
Fall
on this part. Yeah.
you can- Whoops! You killed him, but also yourself. Whoops.
Anyway, destroy the engine here because that will actually unlock all the doors. Just like the self-destruct sequence in the Resident Evil games where if you activate it, then all the doors are deactivated inside the laboratory.
Time to get right.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Now, when talking about Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, a lot of people really criticized that game with how Hayashi censored that game heavily. Because when it came to OG Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360, that was one of the goriest games ever created.
Yep. And I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. And they even removed some things like how one of the boss fights work, and one of the boss fights even got omitted in that game, which was that big, huge, giant centipede inside that, inside that hole or whatever.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, sure it was tedious, but that was definitely one of my favorite fights as well.
Yep.
It's like, Hayashi, what the hell are you doing to Ninja Gaiden 2? Okay. So, now I finally upgraded the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang.
Sorry, Charles. I know Razor's Edge is still crazy bloody.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Razor's Edge, that was like Hayashi's redemption with, bringing back the ultra-violent nature of Ninja Gaiden like how it's supposed to be. Anyway, take a look at this pinwheel. It says, soon you will find yourself faced with a horde of enemies. Be wary. When you have defeated them all, you will be presented with priceless treasures. So, this is what I dubbed the 60 enemy battle royale. You have to kill 60 enemies inside this room, and then you will be rewarded for all your troubles. You will be seeing this quite a lot in this game. So, just a little FYI, it may get tedious, but trust me, the rewards are definitely worth it.
It reminds me of Shenmue.
Mm-hmm. That 70 enemy.
Don't know, like 70-man battle royale. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna try out the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang, so that way I can do this because I can do. Not only can I do Izuna drops with that, but I can also do like head decapitations in the air to prevent getting a lot of damage. But it's easier said than done. But anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, that basically what it is. I do the flying swallow in the air when I do the the slashes with this dual-bladed weapon.
Alright.
You don't ever damage me when I'm trying to do the ultimate technique. How dare you?
Hey, beard.
Rat bat. Or bat rastards.
No.
I may have to...
So yeah, I mentioned you guys talked about the Ninja Turtles thing, but the KOF thing. You guys saw the extra trailer? Showing,
I haven't yet.
No, I haven't.
Battle systems. Oh boy. Oh man, you're gonna get hyped to see that.
Oh, that's cool.
Me talking about it still won't really help. Like, let's just say KOF. Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered a game in a long time, but what am I talking about? Actually, I pre-ordered that D&D game, and Guilty Gear, but never mind. I don't pre-order games all too often, but KOF, yeah, I'm gonna have to pre-order that because you get the Garo Mark of the Wolves outfit.
or Harry Bogard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
I heard
gameplay, it
about that.
actually
That
has
was
a ton of
pretty
modes.
awesome.
It actually has, you know, single player content, which is good too.
Mm-hmm.
And the online is rollback. There's a whole bunch of online modes besides regular just one-on-one fights. Party mode where you can like all each take control of a character on a team,
Uh-huh.
which was it's fun. Basically, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna stop with Tekken and go to KOF when it comes out on Tuesday. Either that, if people want to see Tekken, maybe KOF Fridays. I don't know, but yeah, probably stick with KOF Tuesday or something. I don't know.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
Because I think we're all realizing
also,
that
Tekken is on its
last legs. That's what I was going to bring up.
Yep.
All right.
Tekken's probably gonna die anyways.
Yeah, because
Murata said he wants to make 8, and this last season obviously looked like it was the end because there's only 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 characters and like that's it. Same thing with Dragon Ball Fighters. I think that's dying too. I think they're making a 2 or something like that because this last season also felt like a final season with Gogeta 4.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, I mean, I'm hoping that Fighters 2 has also rollback. That the lobby system isn't so bad in Fighters. It is Guilty Gear Strive. You know, they can always be improved. I know you can take them. Yeah, this is a challenge, but when I had OG Xbox, I never was able to do this. I did.
They didn't have this in OG Xbox mode, or OG Xbox. This was actually exclusive to Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Okay. What's the PSP version I was playing then? I never could do it.
Oh, I know. It's intimidating because you're fighting so many different scrubs at once, but trust me, the rewards are definitely worth it. I even did a Let's Play of this. I did a Let's Play of this on my YouTube channel a long time ago, but a lot of people criticized my first episode because I was talking about, I was just talking about what was going on in my mind, like, life stuff and that kind of stuff, but and I was like, well, I was trying to do a Let's Play. What else do you want me to try to do, when I'm trying to do commentary? They're like, I don't care about your life. It's like, well,
I think
what's the point of a Let's Play then?
people are weird.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to commentate. Well, then go play the game yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Star Child said, yeah, I think Fighters dying every time, shortly after people get tired of the new characters, because at this point, it's just variations of Goku and Vegeta or fusions, which there's other characters out there, but yeah, they've been doing that, and it feels like, I guess, if they do make a Fighters 2, you'll actually see, like, super characters,
Alright.
Like, besides like Kaba and all that.
Jiren and Hit.
I managed to get through the entirety of that, and I got Lives of the Thousand Gods for my troubles.
Because there's a ton of characters in DBs in Dragon Ball Z and Super that you can use, and that aren't just Goku and Vegeta. And I say this as, Vegeta super fanboy who likes seeing Vegeta and Gogeta, but like, yeah. Oh, you did it!
Yes, I did. I got I also got the Golden Scarab there too, as you saw. Golden Scarabs, I have never gotten all 50 of them before, but I'm gonna try to do that during this live stream series.
That's 50.
Yeah, there's 50 of them.
Was that? Well, yeah, let's say was that one of 50?
Yeah, that was one. That was one of 50.
You got what? 49 more to go.
No, I actually have 48 because there was that one I got before I went inside the elevator.
2 of 50 then.
Yeah. The door's been locked from the inside. What? But this should have been
Yeah, I
unlocked.
remember that. No, I remember something.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right.
Right.
I didn't unlock it, of course.
Yeah.
I forgot you gotta unlock it from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just bypass this and then open this up. There we go. Yeah, that's what I forgot. Actually, I probably should go get some more elixirs of spiritual life. So that way I can maintain my health. Now, granted, I probably don't need all of them, but better safe than sorry, I guess you could say.
You know, I'm looking at this 1080p, and I guess you're playing in 4K. It's still, like, on my end, it looks good.
Mhm.
I mentioned that earlier, but
Yeah, like I said,
just want to comment on that again.
yeah, like I said, my Elgato HD60, it's outputting in 4K, but when it's capturing the footage, it only captures in 1080p, which I don't understand. I thought I could, capture footage in 4K because I am using the 4K capture utility.
I think if you were recording, it would do it. Maybe not for streaming, I guess.
Yeah, not for streaming,
I
but
don't know. Oh, you wouldn't want to stream in 4K anyway, because how many people can actually
yeah.
plus your own?
Well, yeah, I mean, 1080p is like the max you can do on Twitch anyways.
Yeah, it's fine for me. Streaming, watching people play 1080p is fine. Heck, I even lower down to 720 anyways sometimes. Just because, like, what?
Yeah.
When it's recorded, though, yeah, I want to see that 4K, though.
Yeah.
Before, I was like, I don't care. But after actually having my new Mac, which I'm on right now, I'm like, no, I need to see this 4K footage.
Yeah. There was another.
There's nothing to scare. 3 of
Yep.
50.
3 out of 50. Now, thing is
Not
with
tree
the Great Spirit elixirs, you can only carry 5 because they're basically pretty much an instantaneous refill of your health.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, KOF is coming. I guess we're fine with KOF. I hope. Guilty Gear and KOF. I hope people start taking this as like a sign for future fighting games for this current generation. Although both KOF and Guilty Gear are actually cross-gen games, but I hope like whatever Street Fighter's doing, they learn and go like, okay, roll back from the start. Lobbies that don't make people go insane. Actual single-player content, not just online.
This should be a lesson to Harada as well. Instead of thinking that rollback is nothing but a ploy or whatever.
Don't just.
He said it was a buzzword, and we're like,
buzzword.
no, it's not.
It's an actual thing.
I'm like, what? What? Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you were at Times Square, PH? Oh wow. He said, what I missed is, well, we're going for stuff. We beat a challenge. We were talking about KOF's trailer and
me going up against this metallic fatty boomer laddie.
Metamorph was talking about? Shinobi? Oh, Sweet Coden! Yeah, because that's our next game.
Yep.
This dude here, I said laugh and grow fat because I remember him. I don't know if you heard me say laugh and grow fat earlier, Kyle.
No, I didn't. But I know you were trying to quote Fat Man from Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's because that's who you're...
But yeah.
And what was going on in Times Square, LPH? Nothing bad, I hope. Because, sometimes it's just random, like, crap going on. Most of the time, it's just people who'll steal your wallet if you happen to drop it. Yeah, no, that happens.
Oh.
Dude dropped the
Rat
wallet
bastard.
immediately. There was a dude trying to grab it for himself, and like, And if it wasn't for the dude who was actually nice and grabbed it and gave it back to the actual guy who dropped it, that wallet would have been stolen.
Got him. Robotic Fatty Boomalatti defeated.
About that. Yep. That's the thing. LP said, is this game ran into the NES? Yeah, before the NES game. It's like a prequel, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. The three 3D Ninja Gaiden games are prequels to the NES Ninja Gaiden games. If I remember.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's like Ryu met Irene Liu in Ninja Gaiden 1 on the NES, but he actually met her way before that. If you remember a character by the name of Sonya in Ninja Gaiden 2. Yeah. Anyways, Chapter 4. Now here we are in Tyrone, the capital city of the Vigur Empire. Vigur Empire, I guess you could say it's a country, and Tyrone is just its city or whatever.
Yeah, that was one of the sillier things about the games, the
fictional
country
location.
names, and then which is funny because then in 2 you just straight up go to Russia. So.
All right, here we go. Some swinging time
And
with
New
Ryu.
York.
Whee!
Yes. New Sigma also has one of the best boss fights ever.
Yo!
You know, not since Samurai Zombie Nation, you know, as you've had to fight the Statue of Liberty as a boss.
Oh yes. Which was honestly one of the more surreal aspects about Ninja Gaiden 2.
Yeah.
All right, since we're out of the fourth or the third chapter, I'm gonna switch back over to Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang for a bit before we get the Lunar Staff. Oh, jerk! I hate it when they do that. There we go. Where'd Jerry go? Are you still there? Is your mic muted?
Yeah, I was muted.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you actually muted yourself. You weren't. It was like you were trying to talk, but it muted itself for you, and you weren't even aware of it.
No, I went to grab some Star Crunches. Remember those?
Oh yeah, the tuna, or whatever.
No,
Cool stuff.
they're basically cookies.
Oh.
Star Crunch, not Star Kiss.
Oh,
Tuna's
Star
Star Kiss,
Oh, okay.
which I also have.
I thought I remember seeing there was a tuna called Star Crunch, aside from Star Kissed, but I think that was all in my head. Oh. I didn't even get the flying swallow technique done on him properly. Quit interrupting my attack. God dang. Gonna give you some double cheese with that attack of yours.
Metal, you there?
Yeah.
LPH asks, are we gonna get a DOA 7 in 3 years' time?
Oh shit.
Good question.
That's a good question.
DOA
Well,
6
exactly.
kind of,
Yeah,
They're kind
the
of
support they
more
did for DOA 6 was just abysmal.
I get the bad feeling it's probably going to be no.
You know, I'm really surprised they haven't done like a last round of DOA 6 for PS5 and Xbox Series X.
You know, if they did that and actually like
Oh,
had those
okay.
costumes and stuff without having to pay $900 or whatever,
Yeah.
that probably makes some people happy at least.
There. Jeez. There you go, blocking all my attacks, you dingbat. See that guy blocking all my attacks like that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What a cheap
This
bastard.
game, normal.
What a cheap
Apparently
bastard.
normal
And
means
normally
hard.
he's not supposed to do that all the time. I mean, this is not Ninja Gaiden Black, for crying out loud. There we go. Oh well. I won't even have to use the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang coming up here because we get one of my favorite weapons in the game, the Lunar Staff. Basically, power pole. Even though it doesn't extend quite a long ways.
No, but it does look like it still.
Mm-hmm. Which I think that's what's that they use that inspiration for, you know, the weapons background. Quit grabbing me. There we go. There you go. Ryu, you tell him who's boss. Okay, one of the 3 stone tablets. They're far apart from each other in this game because those stone tablets are actually what gives us access back to Hayabusa Village. But that's much, much later in the game. When in doubt, look at the color blue for the path. Or look to the color blue for the path. That's a very inconspicuous type of riddle there, Ayane. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good level design. Good level design does that. They have like a color that stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Another game that did that well was actually Mirror's Edge.
Oh, yeah?
You know? Oh well. Anyways.
Yeah,
But
I
there was
remember
also
Mirror's Edge.
I think I forgot what other game it was that also had like a good like way to like, oh, I know where to go because the color yellow stands out. And in
Mhm.
Mirror's Edge it was red. Here
Right.
it's blue.
Yep.
Hey, Omega Mario, how's it going?
Hey, Omega!
Also, Star Child brought up the timeline for Ninja Gaiden, saying that it's this Shadow, Black, Sigma, or does he mean the arcade game? 'Cause the arcade game, I think, is actually the first one.
Yeah.
Black, Sigma, Sword, Dragon Sword, Sigma 2, 3, X, Episode 1, 3, Ancient Ship of Doom, Dark Sword of Chaos, and then Ninja Ryu Kenden, and Star Child said, and if you want to count Yaiba, you can, but you don't have to, because
Yeah.
Star
But
Child
I would
said,
rather
yes,
not
the
count it
arcade
because that
game-
game... Yeah, because that game's a piece of crap anyways.
Yep. The reason why I knew that the arcade game was actually very, very first. By the way, Omega Mario said, time to eat Zuna, drop on by.
Oh... I see what you're doing there,
Yeah.
Omega.
If you don't know, the story of the arcade game is, remember the NES game is father gets glip-glopped, right? But in the arcade game, the second player is his dad.
Yes, it
It's
is.
him and his dad. Up people, yep. Well, it is the best move, Izuna drop. We were talking about that before you came in, Omega Mario. You're not wrong. We all agree.
Yeah.
Especially here, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying to do in both games, actually. Here,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
satisfying because the way it messes people up. In DOA, it's satisfying because it's so hard to pull off that doing it, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's just doing it in this game. It's like, yeah, it's like a It's like a really proud achievement that one can do so flawlessly. But the reason why I was saying, "Oh, Omega," why'd you say that? It was because you made a pun, and you know how much you know how much trouble I get when I make puns on this live stream channel.
Just don't get funny.
Alright, after we get beyond these steps, we get introduced probably the worst ninjas in this game. And of course, the worst ninjas are these guys, the Black Spider Ninja Clan. Why are they so bad? Because they throw incendiary shuriken at you. Unless if you're blocking. Yeah, they can get very aggressive doing that.
It is true.
You're still not dead yet? Jesus. I know these guys have a lot of health, but seriously. Anyways. But yeah. Black Spider Ninja Clan, dogs, yeah. They are jerks. Oh, and Spirit of the Devil is basically like Life of the Gods, but what it does is it raises Ryu's Ninpo magic gauge by 1 key unit. Okay. Go in through this door. Oh, I didn't want to use the bow, thank you. Come in this door. Remember that old man from the statue we saw in Chapter 2? Yep, well, here he is in the flesh. We're at his shop here in the Vigor Empire. Say hello to Old Man Muramasa. Voiced by none other than Michael Bell.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Michael Bell was and still is a really great voice actor. He's the guy who plays the Fear in Metal Gear Solid 3. And Cyclops in Pride of the X-Men. You know, that X-Men cartoon, that X-Men cartoon pilot we never talk about.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, who thought it was a good idea to make Wolverine sound like an Aussie?
Oh. That
So,
was a carryover from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yes, sadly, because
I did
The
not know
thing
that.
is, they didn't know how to do a Canadian accent, so they're like, just make him Australian. So, okay.
right, because Neil Ross was the guy who voiced Wolverine in that pilot, as well as Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which, ironically enough, he voices Mariah in this game.
For the way.
Oh, hey, welcome back. And he did play a famous character in Metal Gear Solid 3, and if you want to know who that is, well, I just got 2 words for you. Kuwabara, 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 Kuwabara.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was that guy.
Every time, I didn't know that was an actual Japanese thing to ward off lightning. I just thought he was a really big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah?
Get it? No, yeah.
No.
Kuwabara, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah.
One of the main characters?
Yes.
Okay. Kuwabara. Kuwabara! Yusuke, 2020. Chat, say anything I missed?
No.
Read it.
Star Child said something about DOA 6. If they do a DOA 7, they need to take away that gotcha element that they put in DOA 6. That was...
Exactly. That was... Like,
Why did they feel that was necessary? Why did they feel that was necessary for a fighting game?
If they want to make a gacha, just make a gacha. KOF is doing that.
Yeah.
And what else? Not only just KOF, but Street Fighter's making one. You know that?
Oh yeah.
But it's being made by Tencent.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's only good for mobile. It's not good for console gaming.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. If you want to make a gacha, just make a mobile gacha. Don't put it in console games.
Exactly.
LPH. Yep. He's not wrong because it's a Japanese company. They want to put gacha and everything.
Yeah, but they also need to think about the bigger picture when it comes to a worldwide audience because not everybody in the West is favorable for
That's the
gacha.
problem. That's their problem. They don't, even though they are worldwide, they don't still think about their global audience.
Mm-hmm.
Just their local one. I'm like, but
And when you saw I upgraded my Lunar staff, it's got two pointy things on the end. I guess it gives it more, damage capacity to make it look sharper like that. Yeah? No? Okay.
yeah, why not? Don't worry about it. Speaking of don't worry about it, woof. I decided to look up a guy explain the Fate franchise, try to, and in the entire video he just kept trying to explain it and then kept saying, okay, so this happened and this, and you know what? Don't worry about it. we have a saying in the Fate fandom. Don't worry about it.
Okay. If you say so.
I could
Because apparently it's all canon and it's all different things and it's all like it doesn't matter what you jump into or prefer.
Mm-hmm.
it somehow all works.
Star Shell said he's gonna have to rewatch Ninja Ryuk. I need to watch it for the first time.
Oh yeah, Ninja Ryuken or Ryukenden or whatever it's called. Yeah, I thought that was a good OVA for that. It's basically
I need to see that and the Darkstalkers one. I never saw that one either. The Darkstalkers anime.
Oh yeah. Not the cartoon that was done by the Street Fighter people. That was a travesty.
Lord Doom basically saying what I was trying to say. Yeah, the Fate timeline is kind of rough, to say it mildly. And there's always somebody out there with a copyright strike. I must play my music, and they're all my people. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Necesito, puedo, I need to play this music at max volume, man.
Necesito? Sorry. Not while we're streaming.
No, exactly. No, they don't ever necesito. It ain't ever necesario.
No.
But they're over here like necesito nada. Omega Marin says, even I remember what a mess that was. Star Shell said, Night Warriors, the Darkstalkers, and Ninja Ryukenden were both good. And LPH said, but is the Fate timeline better or worse than the DC timeline?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
that's like
Fate
that's
was
like,
more of a mess.
That's a huge topic. That's a huge dinner conversation topic right there.
So, Mom, Dad, do you think that the Heavens Feel route is actually more canon than the other routes in the original Fate Stay Night? They're just gonna give me a blank stare. And Bad Gamer finally said, "What's up?" And he said, "They're all a mess."
Oh, hey, Bad Gamer.
All.
Now, this little epitaph that has the Team Ninja logo on it, that was originally the DirectX logo or the original prototype for the Xbox in Ninja Gaiden Vanilla and Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, back when
That's
it was known as the
Direct
Xbox.
Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Starshell said both of them are a mess of epic proportions. DC and Fate.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Lord Doom said at least the DC timeline's easier to understand. That's true.
So you just saw I got the windmill shuriken. And now this is another cutscene that happens exclusively in this game, where you're going up against these military police and motorcycles, because you don't do this in Vanilla Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden Black. You do this in Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Yeah, you definitely didn't do that, Ochi.
Yeah, because when you get to the bar, it just immediately triggers the cutscene where you meet the main female heroine of the game.
Omega Mario said, "Interesting question, dear. Now, can you get the ice cream out of the freezer? Thank you." Had that actual dinner conversation. That's exactly what my mom would say, probably too. So, you want ice cream? Starchild said, "DC's the epitome of this doesn't work. Let's do an alternate timeline, or let's just remake all the characters over and over again." And Omega Mario said, "This, if a question about fate was brought up at the table," what he said earlier.
Uh-huh. And here's our main heroine of the game.
Ah, yes, Rachel.
Yes. Voiced by Tara Strong.
Yes, people. She'd come back for more than just DOA 5.
Mm-hmm. Voiced by Tara Strong in this game. And in Ninja Gaiden Sigma
really?
2. Mm-hmm. So, Twilight Sparkle voicing a badass female fiend hunter. Yeah, shocking, right?
I'm Rachel, hunter and slayer of
Yeah.
fiends.
So that
Think about
was a
that.
fiend.
You don't see them much nowadays. It's hard to believe they were ever human, isn't it?
Human.
Anyone with susceptibility to the curse, whether they
But
are
yeah,
saint or
if you were
sinner,
playing Ninja Gaiden
come
Sigma
to
3
become a fiend.
on the PS or Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PlayStation 3, and since you had the DualSense controller,
And you?
guess what? You can actually
Looking for a great
make move on
Oh,
Rachel.
Yes.
Do you know him?
Yes, you
Why are
can,
you looking for him?
yep.
I'm going
I'm
to
looking
kill
for a
him.
greater fiend named Dookie. I mean,
You have
Doku.
No idea what you're
Dookie.
If he could be killed, I would have done it myself long ago. He was the one that took my
That's
Mega
all.
Mario bringing up Rachel's dick. And LPA said, "Is a Doctor Who timeline make more sense than Fate?" Yeah, I'd say so. You could at least follow it along, right, Metal? Doctor Who's timeline?
Gonna be a busy night.
And I saw Bad Gamer said that he hopes that Ninja Gaiden 4 will be made, which I have a suspicion that they are going to be making Ninja Gaiden 4, because I think I remember Team Ninja saying that they're done with Neo for the time being.
Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. By the way, good luck with
Starshell said Rachel looks like she's wearing clothes like in Landgrisser, which, yeah,
And I know Rachel quite
there are
well.
characters in Landgrisser that do
Should
be
be
dressing like
just
that.
fine.
I know for a fact. And Lord Doom said Count Dooku? Dookie? Yeah. Count Dooku lives on Mount Poo-Poo. No, but Metal, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I was gonna say the Doctor Who timeline because LPH brought it up. That would be easier to follow than Fate, isn't it? You could actually follow.
It's not
right?
much. It's not much easier.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. If you want
Continue
it
it.
to be canon, then it's canon. If you don't, you don't. Then whatever. If you don't
Oh,
care.
alright.
All right, now we're playing one of the exclusive chapters in Ninja Gaiden Sigma. There are 3 chapters in this game where you actually get to play as Rachel. That was exclusive to Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and this is one
yeah?
of them. Mm-hmm. So we're near the Dwarku Monastery.
Landgrisser type clothes. They're only wearing belts. That's what it looks like she's wearing. She's just wearing belts. A belt is on a shirt. Yes, that.
Now, Rachel's moveset, where you actually use her Warhammer to send enemies flying up in the air and then just jumping up and grabbing them with her Warhammer to slam them down to the ground, that's pretty effective for her standard combo. Basically 4 square buttons at once. Or pressing the square button 4 times.
Combo.
Yeah, there's a lot of
combo.
combos in this game, and some of them are actually very tricky-dicky to pull off, too. It's like, even though this game, you know, has some, you know, it's within the same, I wouldn't say they're the same universe, but the same, you know, within the same world, or I guess you could say franchise as Dead or Alive, or however you put it. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, I lost my train of thought.
I don't know. I was just say, Bad Gamer said they had a commercial and everything about how Sigma 2 had food physics if you shake the BSG controller. And LPA said, so did this game come out in original version of this game? Did this come out in 2002 or 2003?
This came out in 2004.
Ah.
The vanilla version.
That explains why it looks so good then, even though it's the original Xbox, they already had... By that point, the original Xbox was already dying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay, now I know what I was trying to say from before. It's that the movesets for whatever weapons you have, it's like this game is trying to like emulate fighting game controls for a hack and slash, because there's so many different combos that your character has for the weapons that they wield. That's what I was trying to get
Streets
at.
of Rage 4 does that too. Now. Bad Gamer said Ninja Gaiden is part of the DOA universe. Is it, or is it just the metaverse? Because like the way Kasumi and Ayane act is different, but it could be the same. I don't know. I guess if you say it is, it is. I mean, well, if they say it is, it is.
Now, the
Like
thing
that
about
time
Rachel.
we thought Tien was strong.
The thing about Rachel in this game.
Turns out Krillin is the strongest.
The thing about Rachel in this game, when compared to Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, is that she can't run on walls like she can in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, because, you know, running on walls is more of a ninja technique, if anything.
So LPA said, okay, so this actually came out before Halo 2 then.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, Bad Gamer says you could probably fit the games between each other. Probably.
Oh.
Well, if this is prequel to the NES games, then I guess this is like. Actually, no. I try to fit how Kasumi and Ayane tie into everything.
Yeah. I mean, if they're treating, you know, Kasumi as a runaway shinobi like she is in the DOA games, it's like, how does the relevance fit with each other for the Ninja Gaiden series? You know? So yeah, these enemies, they're what they're called lesser fiends. Basically, for the fiends, they have like different classes. I mean, it's kind of like in the Onimusha games where the Genma or the demons have a, you know, they have a, you know, a rank between each class, where the less, you know, the weak class is like, you know, prone to not have speech, whereas the higher class, they can actually speak intelligently and whatnot. It's kind of like that with the fiends in the Ninja Gaiden games. But instead, it's the lesser fiends who can't talk, whereas the greater fiends and the arch fiends, they can speak.
Yeah, Starchild, Bad Gamer brought up the thing. Starchild actually put up the chronology of the games. These games actually take place before the NES games.
Yep.
Bad Gamer.
Yeah, they do.
And Ryu, Lord Doom said, well, Ryu does show up in the DOA games, which is crazy to me that he just doesn't instantly solve all the problems. Right?
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
So OP, whatever DOA tech is doing, he could just stop that ASAP. Like, whatever DOA tech is doing, or whatever, like the evil plan of Rig or whoever it is, cloning Kazumi, though, he could just stop that right there.
Yeah, he could have.
We want to,
but he didn't do it. Why not? That makes no sense. But I'm pretty sure that Ryu would have said,
LPH
well, that would have created a time paradox.
LPH, it reminds of how Yoshimitsu can be in 2 different games.
Oh yeah, Tekken and Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Although in Soul Calibur, it's an ancestor.
Yes.
Because Yoshimitsu is a title, not a name.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Exactly.
And Lord Doom said Hayabusa in DOA, it's like UI Goku showing up during like Z, right? UI Goku showed up. Well, Frieza, Cell, Boo, they're all dead. That's all. That's all. Quick. LPH said, Ryu probably looks at the DOA games and just goes, not my problem.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to wrap around Bad Gamer, because Bad Gamer was saying what I was thinking of earlier, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
How does this take place during DOA and yet before NES games? They say it does. Unless DOA takes place before or during the NES games. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know how. It's like Japan's logic when it comes to chronology is very weird sometimes.
Maybe if we could talk to Itagaki, I don't know.
Yeah, if he be yeah, oh man, I would be really, I'd be really happy if we got someone like Itagaki to be a special guest on this stream. So that way, but then again, he wouldn't.
Oh, that'd be.
I'm not sure if he knows how to speak English, but we would probably need to have like a translator.
Hey, Itagaki, talk to us.
It's like, how did you envision the timeline for between Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive to take place in between each other, as well as the original Ninja Gaiden trilogy on the NES? Anyway, we're getting introduced to 2 fiends, greater fiends, who have no relevance in this game, but they actually are very relevant in Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword on the DS. So this game is like a an introductory piece before the events of Dragon Sword, because it gives you a bit of hint as towards the clues of what's going to happen in the future in the Ninja Gaiden chronology in the the modern series. But then again, it's like, why would you need to have that anyway? Because the storyline, it just doesn't make sense. It's one of those things where the story is not really that relevant.
The chat's cracking me up here. Bad Gamer says, you know what? The next dinner convo, instead of Fate and DC, is now the Ninja Gaiden and DOA timeline. And then LPA said, good thing Super Mario doesn't have a timeline. And then Bad Gamer went to that. My theory about Mario games is that they're all just stories played out by the cast of Mario, which is actually not a bad theory because 3 was already confirmed to be a play. Why not the other ones?
Yeah,
exactly.
That does make sense.
Said, and Bad Gamer even said what I just said. Miyamoto did confirm Mario 3 was a play. Starshell said, I'd say Ninja Gaiden and DOA can coincide in the same universe, but Ninja Gaiden has its own canon timeline that prevents them from both being in the exact same timeline.
Nothing like some.
That's why I want to say they're in the same metaverse, but not in the same universe.
Yeah.
That makes any sense. Like Gundam, IBO, and Wing are in the same metaverse, but not the same universe.
Yeah. We're in chapter 6, and this is going to be the last chapter for this stream today.
Yeah, it makes sense. We're about there. That sounds right.
See, I went back to the Lunar Staff. It's a pretty damn good weapon to use.
Yes, Nyoibo.
Nobu. Bad
Gamer says, yeah, the DBZ movies and TV shows, they're part of the same metaverse, but not. But the movies, yeah, exactly. But the movies are their own universe. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like alternate timelines or some shit like that.
Which is clear when you watch certain movies like Tree of Might, where Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu are still alive.
Yeah. When they technically should be dead in the main continuity
Yeah.
while
It's
they're
like, oh,
while they're at Namek.
This
Yeah.
is one where Goku. Like, oh, this is one where Goku arrived early and kicked the shit out of Vegeta and Nappa, and everybody didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what if scenarios, and we even talked about that too when we were talking to each other on Discord one time.
Hi.
Now, it was a fun conversation as well. Anyway, we gotta fight more of these motorcycle schmucks.
Don't you hate them, especially when you hear the sound of.
Well, at least they're not the ones with horses where they keep using spears and bows, like in level 2 or chapter 2. As much as I like the flying swallow technique, I really hate it how it doesn't always connect to, the attacks don't connect to the enemies that you're fighting against. Oh, cool! I did the ultimate technique and got that enemy off his, bike. Nice.
LPA said, so it's like Kamen Rider Decade. The timeline is so messed up to the point we just don't care anymore. Well, Metal, you're the tote, right?
It's true.
Go ahead and touch that again.
At this point, we're like, whatever.
And Star Trek put up the Ninja Gaiden timeline again, so that way Bad Gamer can see that.
Yeah.
And Bad Gamer talks about how he used to like creating different timelines for shows and games he likes. He used to do it a bunch for Zelda before they got the official timeline.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hard to imagine that The Legend of Zelda actually has an actual timeline, Even if most of them are split between each other.
Part of me wonders if that was done because they actually had that plan, or because fans kept saying it. They're like, "Fine, we'll just use what you were saying and make up a timeline."
I don't know. Could be a bit of column A, column B, I guess you could say. But who knows?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Outside, and it's not only the fact that they play music, but they play annoying music too. How is that? It just sounds like a meme. It doesn't even sound like a song. Outside. That's not even a song. That's a meme. Or is that just how society has fallen, where music isn't even a thing anymore? It's just memes. Yo, listen to this hot meme right here.
They're just trying to piss us off, Jerry.
Like, if you can hear it, that's not even. It's. I don't get it. Springfield really is really a post-apocalyptic wasteland, isn't it? That's why I said that when they did Fallout in Massachusetts, they should have had a Springfield part, and somebody comment how the nukes hit Springfield hard, and someone else comment, no, it always looked like this. Springfield always looked like a crap hole, even before the bombs. LPH mentioned the CDI games and Bad Gamer just went, they don't count, don't mention that.
It's like, we never talk about that.
Hyrule. Sasha mentions he has the Hyrule Encyclopedia.
Oh, I do too.
Well, I know you do.
Well, it covers all the games before Skyward Sword, if I'm not mistaken. Here, those Black Spider Ninjas were nothing. I used them to drop them all the way into next week. Well, wait a minute, they wouldn't be in next week because they'd already be dead. Which they already are. Now think about that.
Yeah, I guess so. As I laugh all the way to the bank. I don't know.
Quoting that quote from Conker's Bad Fur Day, I see. Yeah, laughing all the way to the bank. After you collect cash.
Well, actually, that's just an old phrase people said before.
Oh, I know. But when it comes to video games, that's how I always remember that phrase.
Do you remember, call it a GBC version, the one that was actually first? That was actually like a normal platformer?
Oh yeah, Conker's Pocket Tales, uh-huh.
That was the first game, right? And then like...
Uh-huh. And then they ended up making Barry more, they gave her a change to her character to make her look more curvaceous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she was originally Conker's height in Conker's Pocket Tales, where she kind of looked like Conker with the color of his fur and everything and his height, but they made her, you know, go character transformation in Bad Fur Day. Okay. Now let's hopefully no longer have to take care of those schmoes in the, a horrible music over, maybe, but traffic noise, no.
No, this is just... yeah.
There, got him. Alright, now there's a couple things we need to get in this section. One is over here. That's a key of Pegasus. And the other is just right over here. That's another gold scarab. Right there. So, that should be our 7th one right there. 7 out of 50. I think there's a couple more we get in this chapter too to get us up to 9. But yeah, starting to collect them like candy, and I want to try to do my best to, you know, collect them all during this live stream series because that'd be pretty amazing if I actually managed to do that.
I know I never could.
I mean, they're so hidden very well. Oh, you cock tease. No, it's just the Black Spider Ninjas. I was about to do the ultimate technique, but one of them trolled me by hitting me with an incendiary shuriken. That's why I said he'd cock tease.
No, I know why you said it. The phrase itself.
Oh. Oh, I know. It's pretty funny. But yeah, like I said, those Black Spider Ninjas are assholes. Okay, so we just lowered the drawbridge, now we can move forward. And, you know, just for safety reasons, I might as well go ahead and lift up the drawbridge again to prevent any more enemies coming over here. Because they don't even know how to open up or lift up a latch to raise and lower a drawbridge, right? Well, in our minds, we could say that, but who knows if they can actually do it in real life.
Star Child said, I wish they would make a Zelda cartoon or anime, or even a new game where they use character designs from the Link's Awakening instruction manual.
Oh yeah, that'd be
cool.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people want. Is a Legend of Zelda anime.
Link's Awakening. Omega Mario said something funny. He said he got a hilarious email telling him Stream Elements sponsorship tab had a campaign for him, and the game was that infamous annoying particular. Bad Gamer says, I wish we would get Oracle of Seasons and Time remake, but... And then he didn't continue, but...
I'm pretty sure we'll get it, but probably won't be for the Switch. It might be for its successor. But then again, I'm pretty sure if they're going to ask Grezzo to actually remake that game like they did with Link's Awakening on the Switch, then they would need to spend a lot more time with developing the game because there's two different games.
Wow. Omega Mario said that. Yo, Metal, listen to this.
Yeah.
Omega Mario got an email that they wanted him to promote Raid Shadow Legends, and he told them to shove it. He said, "I would not mad if he took the money though." But yeah, I mean, I'm also not mad. You told him to shove it too. So
yeah,
either way is good.
I think you made the right choice, cool. Omega.
Like what Bad Gamer said, I would have took the money, but also, you know, if it's, he said it was only like $350. Bad Gamer says I need money. That's why when I see people, I'm like look, you know, I ain't gonna play it, but hey, you make that, stack that paper. Little Mega Mario also says, you know, dignity, and you know, hey, keep your dignity. That's also okay. Keep your dignity. He said, I'm not selling my soul. That gamer said, I would. Raid Shadow Legends is one of those things. If I got it, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? I played gacha games already. That's probably but you know, at the same time, like so many people. Dude. That's what Bad Gamer said I was gonna say next. He said I would dunk on that game right after the promo. You can get Raid Shadow Legends right now. Also hit right after. And don't bother. And I guess these players can get sponsored by them now. Sorry, Kyle. And Metal, I'm sorry. Hello, yes. Oh dang, that wasn't.
There we go. Oh, Great Spirit Elixir, and I don't even need it.
Or do you?
Well, I still have 5. If I end up using one, you know, which I probably am going to, in one of the upcoming boss fights in the next episode, then yeah, I'll probably come back and get it. There, got him. Anyway, get the dragon sword back out because we'll need it for the remainder of this chapter.
Yeah.
The monastery inner clearing. Okay. Oh, find more goons on motorcycles, but here's the thing though, they actually have, you know, motorcycles with a side seat compartment, so I got some schmucks hitting me with a Gatling gun. What is up with you guys grabbing me today and hitting me with your knives? Seriously. It's not nice. damn it. There, got him. Yeah, we killed them, but yet there's a couple more in this cutscene that show up out of nowhere. And one of them is going to... Oh, yeah.
Oh man, dang nature, you scary. That little white thing just got ate.
Yep, say hello to this new type of fiend. I guess you can call them the Dino Fiends or whatever, because they look like dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. You know what? You mentioned hierarchies, and you mentioned speech and like dumb ones and lesser fiends, and this reminds Elder Scrolls. The Daedra. There's like Daedra that look just like dinosaurs, and they're like slightly higher than the imps or whatever. They're like low-level Daedra. It's a really high-level Daedra that can actually talk. And then there's of course the Daedric Lords. It's Starchild, you're right. They do look like Digimon. They look like an evil Agumon or Greymon or something like that, yeah. And Omega Mario said, big F for that guy that just got me.
Yeah.
Not bad. So what exactly are you? You're much more powerful than just a human.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
Are you so sure of that?
Are you so sure that your strength comes from training and not some curse by your blood, Ryu? You are from the dragon lineage after all.
Twisted into a greater fiend. Now I know the path I walk is narrow.
Doku.
He led her down the path of evil, and she succumbed. Fiends are pitiful beings, destined to live forever, slaves to the forces of evil. And there's only one way to release them.
To kill them.
That's why I became a hunter. To kill my sister. To kill Alma. Beneath this monastery, there is...
Well, boss time. And, yeah, Rachel, you're not in a very good position based on what that monster is doing to you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Of course, the Itagaki. Of course. Vor.
Now, this is one of the boss fights where I say that using the ultimate technique on it is actually standard to win this fight. But I'd say do it with the dragon sword only. Like
Starchild said,
right here.
yeah, and I remember. Starchild said he gets a curse in Razor's Edge, though, of sorts. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Like, it's like a
spell or whatever. Huh?
A corrupted version of him or something like that.
It's basically the guy who places the curse on him, like takes his dragon sword and has him takes his dragon sword and basically infuses it in his arm to, feel the pain of those that he killed, basically.
That ultimate technique does a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, that's why I said when using it against this boss, it's actually standard to actually use it. Because, you can actually kick some ass in a boss fight. Oh, got him. That was quick, easy, and painless.
All right. Wow. Only 4 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah. We're done with 6 out of 19 chapters in this game. And ew, Rachel got all slimy.
Was that a fiend as well?
You got
I've
Blizzard.
never seen one like that before.
Oh, bad gamer.
So many of them.
Yes, it was exactly that word, bad gamer. Yes. LPH said I've seen too much internet to see where this is going, and bad gamer said that. Apparently it was a bad
Ironic.
word. It didn't like that you
Running
say
errands
it.
For Mirai again, I see.
It was like it said it was you being too lewd.
Boldness of the fiends is the work of the dark dragon. It is a cursed blade.
Look at
bestowing
Ayane
an
there, eh?
unfathomable
Oh, yeah.
strength on
She looks great in this
Oh
game.
my god, one song
As we
comes
speak.
in, another person with their song comes right in, right after.
That must be mysterious.
Itagaki, why did you have to be lewd for a character like Rachel in this game when it came to this boss fight?
Blood. It dominates all humankind, assisted by the power of the fiends.
Ayane, take care of Rachel.
Understood. Ryu,
Cause he's
I
your guy.
heard there is a hidden path
Of course.
into the monastery that leads to the Emperor's palace.
I guess we should start plugging then.
Goku will also
When
be
Yeah, once I get to a save spot, which is not far from here, by the way, after this chapter concludes, then yeah, I'll start plugging on my end. But I think it's Metal's turn to plug first, because I think I went first last week. Or
I
the
believe
couple weeks
so.
ago. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyways, that's for me. Follow me on Twitter at Master Blue Eyes 0 and YouTube at Master with Blue of Eyes. Check me out. And of course, check out Hero Club at hero-club.com. All your hero news, and follow us across the social medias at Hero Club for Life. That's right, and we also stream on the Hero Club Twitch, twitch.tv/Hero Club for Life, Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays is our little talk, news review, discussion kind of show. You know, nothing big. We start at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then 9 p.m. Eastern on Fridays, we get together, play a little game, you know, shoot the crap, and all that stuff. And we just started our playthrough of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for the PS1. Come by and check it out.
And there's the save spot right here. And I'll go ahead and I'll save. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll talk about me. You guys can follow me at youtube.com/RPGreviews. That's where I work on my creative content. Haven't posted anything in quite a while, but I hope to get back to that eventually, because life's been, grasping me really strong because of many things right now, specifically a car and a dog I gotta take care of who's still in her puppy phase. But anyway, if you want to listen to all the going-ons coming from me through social media, then follow me at facebook.com/RPGreviews and twitter.com/RPGreviews. And I have a page here on Twitch where I live stream on there occasionally, but I'd like to get back to it eventually at some point. And that Twitch page is twitch.tv/RPGreviews. And that's me.
Jeez. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and you can follow me on social media with the name Fighter Cows. You can also follow me on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is Tekken up until February 22nd, and Fridays is Yakuza Kiwami 2 for now. And that's FIGHTERXAOS Fighter Cows, social media, Twitch, and anywhere else, like if I do art, stuff like that. So yeah.
And that's you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed our first episode of Ninja Gaiden Sigma on PlayStation 4, even though I'm playing it on the PS5. But we hope you join us next week as we resume where we left off. And until then, I'm Double RPG.
Visible Master Blue Eyes Ninja.
And I'm Fighter Cows.
And Jerry, your favorite quote of all time to end off your stream, so take it away, please.
Kanyo.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Laters. Bye-bye.
See ya.